guys? QPC and the Hizzle Dizzle. How's everybody doing on this spectacular Wednesday? Looking for my interdimensional space warriors. Seem to be appearing. Huh? Yeah. Pretty quickly. Maybe to play some Fortnite. It was sick that signed up for Twitch and then like Prime suggested Fortnite and like gave a free coupon or whatever. Guys, it's fucking badass. Kinda wanna play Fortnite. What do you think? Just gotta get my all my little homies back to more reasonable dimensional space. They're out roaming, you know. That's how we leave them. Make sure they can just enjoy themselves out in the wilderness of the multi-dimensional tier space. It's kind of fun to be in here, you know. Whee! I know they like it. They have fun to do too. Yeah, a little bit faster. I've never seen them run that fast. But you can get them to though if you do it yourself. Looks like the feed streaming pretty well. I think I got all these characters down. Yeah, what do you think? Maybe put this to the bottom. That makes sense. And then let me see if we could fit this back down. Just a little bit down. There we go. Perfecto. Video game action coming right up, folks. Fortnite. Here we come. What the fucking bing fuck? Shit fucking fuck. Motherfucker. Shit fuck. Dumb fuck. There we have it. So how do we play it though? There's like the launcher. So the thing is, we actually have Fortnite installed. So why is it not showing that? Epic Games Launcher. It's not even the same freaking name. Thanks, Fortnite. Fortnite Save the World. What is that? Looks a little bit bigger. So wait a minute to get that. Look at that Fort magnitude. Hey, welcome 420 Cats. There they go. They're off. Sword fitties. See, we got some music or something. We're gonna get 2 rounds. Ready, not ready. Ready, not ready. Ready, not ready.
The meeting downtown begins at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Redeploying. Colliders. That's my favorite thing to do. You stuck in the top floor? Join up here, I'm sure. Buried treasure. Break it. Oh, this is so good. Get to it. Oh shit, I think they already killed him fucking himself. 8 final shots. I should have done some of the weapons there. Search 7 ammo boxes. So 2 really good ones. I used to play this off 420 bits. Yeah, feel free to give me advice. I have no clue what I'm doing. I should probably leave and go somewhere. Can you guys just give me any advice?
One day. Alright, yours. Oh, up here. Oh, run. There's a storm. What the heck does that mean? Just literally run. Oh shit. I'm in a freaking storm. Run. I don't have anything to build. I don't know how to build that. Electric.
I don't know how to angle it properly. Last Eddie. You know what? Let's go learn how to play this game, shall we? You win? I don't think so. I'm sure it's every day. Don't care that.
Did you just accuse me of winning?
Yeah, guys, let's give it a shot. It didn't freaking Bing for this one. Even though the default search is not Explorer. The Brave browser still doesn't even show up properly. It's really trippy, but then I can just open up any HTML file. So we go like FileZilla. Just create an HTML file on the desktop, I suppose, too. You can just like create a website on the desktop, right? Oh, jeepers. Oh, Jesus. Please. Oh, mappa. I saw you just right click, click new, and
Click, you see one that says website. Let's click text document, and then turn it into, we're going to make a HTML file auto link to the Brave browser. Because the Brave browser is currently our default browser. So we're just going to type this as Brave browser.html, which is, boom. Look at that. Is that not like the ultimate hack? Speaking of ultimate hack, fuck this terrible organization. Shit. Whee! I have no idea why I'm doing this live. It's fun and hilarious. You know, say your shit whenever you want to, whenever you feel it. It's always better to take care of shit in the moment, you know. It's usually not a good idea to take up other people's time and space, but I mean, that being said, it's not nice to have an organized space, so I'm sorry I was so unorganized looking over there. And I hope that you guys can forgive me for being so visually unappealing for those few moments that we shared there. And you know, maybe now we can share a lot more epicness together. What do you think? Yeah, so I'm gonna go to the Brave browser that we just created the link to. It's just literally, it's gonna load a blank empty page. Horribly. Anyway. For a spaceship ride down the troll zone. Actually, this is the troll zone. Yeah, it's the troll zone. Welcome to the troll zone. Oh, jeez. Alright, put me back. There. We got the brave Barcelona. Yeah. The brave Brazil. Learn it to his eyes. Guess the price is rice. Or YouTube. And see what the fuck we're supposed to make those things in Fortnite.
Hello, and welcome to this basic tutorial for Fortnite Battle Royale. While PC players may know this genre a little bit better, some console players might not be as familiar, so let's jump right into explaining what it is. Fortnite Battle Royale is a survival deathmatch game mode where up to 100 players are dropped into an open world where you have only one goal: be the last man standing. Your primary objectives are killing other players, keeping yourself armed, and staying within the white circle that appears on your map that you can access by pressing M or up on the D-pad. Other than that, all the decisions are up to you. Want to bait someone into a trap you've placed? Got it. Want to blow up that pesky structure your enemy is hiding behind? No problem. Want to build a massive labyrinth of a base to gain the advantage on your enemies? Piece of cake. You will have access to guns, explosives, traps, and building or destroying pretty much anything you can imagine. But let's go step by step on everything you will need to focus on during a Battle Royale match. So next, we'll talk about getting into a game. To get into a game, just follow these easy steps. Open the Epic Launcher, click the Fortnite tab at the top of the launcher, and then launch Fortnite. Once you open the game, select the Battle Royale game mode, then click Play. You'll be taken into a queue, and after a short period of time, you'll go ahead and join a server. When you do load into a game, you will be placed in a staging area. This area is just where you will remain while other players load in and you prepare to start the match. Feel free to jump on tires, find and practice weapons, or start a dance party by pressing B or down on the D-pad. The staging area has no effect on the actual match. Once the match starts, you will begin your journey across the map in a big purple flying bus. Be sure to bring up your map by pressing M or up on the D-pad to see where you might want to land. Cities and places with lots of structures normally have the most loot. After traveling for a little bit, you will see an icon appear on your screen indicating you can jump. Whenever you are ready, go ahead and press space, A for Xbox, or X for PS4 to freefall. At any time while falling, you can press space, A, or X again to pull out your hang glider and slow your fall. If you get too close to the ground, it will automatically deploy until you reach the ground. Be sure to keep an eye out for any players who might be landing in your area. The first few minutes of landing can be the most dangerous time of the entire game. The first thing you're going to want to do is arm yourself. Hold shift or press down on the left joystick to sprint as quickly as you can to find any guns and ammo. You can pick up items and interact with objects by pressing E on the keyboard, X on Xbox, or square for the PS4. You can always switch guns out for new ones. After finding a gun, you have two options. You can focus on looting if you think it's safe enough, or you can try and clear the area out if you're confident enough in your gun skill and try and catch players off guard. Remember, if you crouch with control on keyboard or left bumper on console, it's hard for enemies to hear you and makes aiming more accurate, but you move slower. If you decide to loot, be sure to keep an ear out for chests. You can identify them by this sound. These are sometimes hidden in attics or rooms you can only access by destroying another wall next to it. Be careful destroying a roof you think it's on top of, because the chest will explode if the floor is destroyed under it. These chests have all kinds of loot, from medical supplies to RPGs. Secondly, keep an eye out for ammo crates. These are tiny green ammo cans that hold all kinds of ammo and can easily be passed up if you aren't paying attention. The core part of Fortnite Battle Royale is combat with other enemy players. When shooting enemies at longer ranges, remember to stay still for increased accuracy as well as crouching. Hold right click or left trigger to aim down the sights and take your shots. You can change to different weapons by using the scroll wheel or the numbers on your keyboard on PC, or Y on Xbox, and triangle on PS4. If you are using a sniper rifle or any launcher, you might have to lead your shots. For close range, you also have the option of hip fire by just firing with left click or right trigger without aiming down your sights. If you are using the shotgun or launchers, you can also jump while firing pretty accurately, however you will lose loads of accuracy with all other guns. Your weapon choices are pistols, SMGs, rifles, shotguns, snipers, grenade and rocket launchers, and if worse comes to worse, you can use your pickaxe. You will notice some weapons you find are different colors than others. These colors represent the rarity of the weapon. The more rare the weapon, the better the stats on it. The rarity color of weapons is the following from common to legendary. White is common, green is uncommon, blue is rare, purple is epic, and orange is legendary. Some guns are better at things than other guns. For instance, shotguns, SMGs, and handguns are best at close-range combat. Rifles are best at mid-range combat, and snipers are obviously long-range combat. Rocket and grenade launchers can be used in a variety of ways, from getting an easy close-range kill to destroying any structures enemies are using for cover. Remember to always look out for ammo. Always listen for enemy footsteps around you, and if you hear any, be sure to use crouch with control or left button to muffle the sounds of your own steps. Be sure to use all the resources you are given. This includes building structures to hide behind if you come under fire, which will be explained in a later section. After you get some weapons to defend yourself with, it's also a smart idea to grab some medical supplies. Currently, all the medical supplies you can get are bandages, first aid kits, and shield potions. You can access them by switching to them just as if they were weapons. Bandages can be used to get you to a maximum of 75% health, first aid kits will heal you for 100% total health, and finally shield potions are used to give your character a shield. Each shield potion gives you 50% shield. It's usually a good idea to use shield potions anytime you get your hands on them, and I personally try to keep as many on me as possible even if I'm already at 100% shield. Remember that all medical supplies take between 5 and 10 seconds to consume, so make sure you are somewhat safe when you decide to use them. Something to keep your eyes open for are traps. You can use traps by pressing F5 on the keyboard or holding down X on Xbox or square on PS4. Once you are in the trap menu, you can cycle through your traps by tapping X on the Xbox or square on PS4. There are a variety of traps, from spikes that impale your enemies to machines that electrocute them to a crisp. They are colored light blue and are easy to spot. You can find wall traps, floor traps, and ceiling traps. These can be used in map-generated structures or player-built ones. Use these to deal massive damage to enemy players unlucky enough to step into them. The last thing you want to focus on collecting anytime you come across them are building supplies. There are 3 types of building supplies: wood, brick, and metal. You can get these from using a pickaxe on anything in the world, such as structures, trees, rocks, and vehicles. They can also be found randomly in the world at loot spots if you don't feel like destroying things to get them. You can see the amount of building supplies you have here. Building supplies do not take up space in your backpack, so you don't have to worry about making room. You use these supplies to build structures. You can build walls, ceilings, stairs, and others to create a small structure to hide in, or massive bases to place traps around and gain the height advantage on